everyone's just kind of talking about all the stuff going on in this book. So he knows Lisa Rinna is the story of the
well,
week
he
and the
does
month.
know that.
Yeah,
he does know that.
Because a lot of people, there is another part of the book where you talk about one of your former co-stars talking to you kind of because it was after you left Housewives and they're like, I want to leave. They're not treating me right. They're paying me less. And you were like, really like, do this. You do this.
Yeah.
And they went running back.
You know, it's really hard to leave this franchise for many reasons. I mean, I ended up staying 8 years. I can understand, you know, you have a paycheck. Maybe it's the first thing you've done and you don't have maybe anything to fall back on, or maybe you're going through a divorce, or maybe, you know, your life has just blown up. There's certain reasons why you want to stay and collect a paycheck. So I completely understand it. But when somebody comes and really wants to go, I try to show them that there is life outside and you can succeed. And actually, once I left, I started to work more and I made more money than when I was there.
Literally.
So, but people don't trust that.
Yeah, one of the things that you talk about in the book that I find so interesting is that just the budget for wardrobe alone, like you're not really making any money because you're spending so much money on your clothing, on your glam, everything. But another fun factoid in this book, Lisa Rinna, is that I think for your first 5 reunions, you wore Victoria Beckham.
I did.
You're a big fan of her
Was
designs.
it 5 of them?
I think you said, I think it was 5.
I think it is
the first
5.
one we returned and we regret returning it. But we
The
kept...
white one.
Yes.
We returned. How could I even do that? Like, I didn't have enough money at the time.
Isn't that crazy? Because like the optics are, you're on Beverly Hills Housewives, you're the richest
rolling in
person
it.
on the planet.
Yes.
But that is wild.
I mean, those dresses were expensive.
Oh my God,
I mean,
I'm
that's
sure.
$2,000 a dress, and at the time, I just didn't have it. And yeah, you're not supposed to, you know, wear stuff and return them, but I did.
But you also explained that it's tough for designers to want to get on board with loaning pieces for Housewives because the environment is so toxic and they don't necessarily want to be associated with, you know, wine glasses throwing and all that.
And
but
tables flipping
yeah,
and
you know,
such.
But speaking of Victoria Beckham, and because you have a famous family in the spotlight, I was
And you ride for your
wondering,
family.
and you ride for your family, do you have any thoughts on this Brooklyn Beckham, Nicola Peltz drama that continues to play out? Do you have any advice for Victoria?
No, but I am so saddened by it because there is nothing more tragic than that. I have great empathy for all of that. That is what I have to say. And that has to be just so hard on all of them.
Yeah.
And it's just because it kind of like, now that all the family members are also playing around on social media with it too, it just gets worse and worse. And you want to just be like, you don't get the time back.
Yeah.
You don't get the time back. Hopefully, and I do believe this is true, they will all come back together.
Yeah.
It's a moment. It's a very sad moment. And anytime I see it, I mean, I get chills because, you know, imagine, like that's your child, no matter what. Family is everything, and they will come back together. I truly believe that and hope that for them.
I have hope because, I mean, you talk about your daughter so lovingly in the book, Amelia and Delilah, who are absolutely
my
incredible.
everything, my absolute everything.
And you can tell that when you read Lisa Rinna's book, like you're obsessed with your husband, you're obsessed with your daughters. Like you mentioned, family is everything. And they also, I feel like in recent years, post Lisa leaving Housewives, have also thrived in ways that maybe none of y'all ever thought would be possible. I mean, they are killing it.
They really are, and they work really hard. I think there was a bit of a black cloud over me for a while, and I think that can affect the entire family dynamic. And I think that once I got myself out of that situation, the cloud lifted for all of us.
Yeah.
I really believe that.
And so now with the cloud lifted, is there a chance, any chance you would ever return? You're done. You've closed that chapter.
I've closed that chapter.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you feel good about it?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, especially because I feel your fans, after watching you like on the Traitors, which I mean, we'll talk about. You can just put Lisa Rinna on any TV show, and it's the best TV show.
Right.
You don't need to be on Housewives.
I don't need to be a housewife anymore. Just put me on a new show.
Oh, you were so good on Traitors.
Thank you,
Rob, for f***ing that up because you deserve to be there way longer. And also Colton. Colton and Rob came together and they it was like
they got me.
They did, which was
But
so
you get them.
unfortunate.
They got me, but then Jam Jam was the final nail. I mean, once he screamed my name with such conviction, even though it was wrong, it was the amulet and not the kiss.
Right.
Like, I just giggled because I was like, okay, it's over for me. There was no way. His conviction was so intense.
Yeah.
I was going.
And it was kind of one of those moments like when I knew that you were going to be the one with the pen, I was like, oh, this is not going to end well, but I know it's going to end iconically.
Well, that's why I did it. Like, I knew I was taking a risk.
Uh-huh.
I knew I should probably have let Rob do it because he should have done everything. But I knew the outfit. I knew I'd get the most attention and
Yes.
the drama, and I picked that over winning.
Oh, and also that kind of makes you the winner because
That's what I
we
think.
feel the two winners of the show are you and another person we love so much, Candace.
I agree.
Like the stars of the show.
I agree. I mean, I think everybody has their moments, and I love, but I do think I would add Mara to that too.
Oh,
yes.
she's amazing.
I think Mara and Rob, I think the four of us were the stars of the show. And I love everyone else, and everyone else had great moments.
Yeah.
But I think the four of us are really who drove the show.
Oh, absolutely.
I think
no,
I think everybody should agree with that.
I think there were tree traitors. I'm thinking there were tree traitors.
Oh, that is a
I love
great
her so
Mara.
much. She is one of my favorite people. Like, I made such good friends on this show, and I didn't expect that.
I love,
Yeah.
and how does
I really
it feel? Like
didn't.
you're like, oh my god, you can do reality TV and leave with friends. You're like, and people aren't going against you.
Like, what a surprise.
Yeah.
And they actually liked me. And those people were nice to me, and I was nice to them, and it turned out great. Like,
Yes.
crazy.
I love that.
Do you feel like you moved through the situation differently than you like? Obviously, you
Of
had
course.
Housewives under your belt, and you could pull from, I guess, that arsenal of tricks. I suppose. How many Housewives tricks do you feel like you like? Did when Housewife Rinna came to the scene when Colton asked her to come? Like, was she present prior? Do you
No,
feel like?
listen, Housewife Rinna hadn't been around for 3 years.
Yeah.
So I came into doing Traitors as my authentic self. I said, I'm going to be me.
Yeah.
I don't have to, I'm not reactionary because I don't have people coming for me. I mean, a lot of Housewives is about the reaction of what's coming at you. And you just figure it out and you do what you have to do. This was a different situation. So
Yeah.
I was going to go in as me, and then all of a sudden, as me as a traitor
Right.
is even more complicated.
Yeah.
So it's a fine line of, are you quiet? Are you loud? I mean, you have to figure that out. And I already had like a mark on me because I was a housewife. I'm a villain in a sense. So a traitor, that looks really obvious, but maybe not. But maybe it's a double bluff. So people were already looking at me. Do you know what I mean?
Were you surprised when Colton asked you to bring that housewife energy? Were you surprised that he wanted that? Because I feel like as someone who's seen Housewives and know how you can be, I don't want to
would not
be
want that.
like, I don't want that smoke.
I don't think he saw. I think that he heard maybe about me being a housewife. I'm not sure he ever saw it.
Oh, did he see it at the reunion?
Yes.
Oh my god.
A little bit. No,
Okay.
I have to set this straight. The reunion is mild compared to any housewife reunion. It is so freaking mild.
Yeah.
It's entertaining, it's fun, but I will tell you that I asked questions in a way that I would ask questions at a reunion, but so did everybody else.
Yes.
Okay.
How did it feel for you going back? You're like, I'm doing another reunion hosted by Andy Cohen.
Well, how about this? I walk in and I see that I'm sitting right next to him. And I was like, wait, why am I in the hot seat? I didn't do anything. I'm clean. And then I was like, oh, well, fine. It'll be fine.
Because
So
you were the star of the show.
Yes.
I mean, how are things with Andy today? Because, I mean, you talk
The
about
gleeful book burning.
the gleeful book burning in this book.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
You call him shady for including the personal text messages that he included in his book. I mean, how are things with him today?
well, they're good. What I will tell you is we had a very nice moment at the reunion. He knows this. I wasn't going to go on his show without him knowing that I threw his book in the fireplace. We had a very nice moment that means the world to me, and that's all I'm going to say about it, but we're good.
Okay,
love
good,
that.
good. I do love that. And then he also recently is like making amends with Kathy, who recently did one of your talks on the book. I love that everyone's just kind of like getting along now.
Well, I mean, I think in this world right now, it's so crazy. I think that you got to look back and say, where can I clean up my side of the street?
Mhm.
And, I always did that on Housewives, too. No matter what went down, I always went to that person and tried to work through it and fix
Yeah.
it. Some of them accepted it and some of them didn't. And that's all you can do.
Yeah.
I try to clean up my side of the street because I don't want to live with that baggage.
Yeah.
I don't want to run into someone and have this weird drama. It's ugly.
And what I always admired what you did on Housewives, where you're like, you don't spend the time talking about everybody behind the back. You're like, I'm going to say it to your face,
Yeah.
and then we can work through it. And everyone's kind of just like, versus I'm like, everyone's thinking it.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's just the way I went about it. You know, some people liked it, some people didn't.
Do you know what I also love? Speaking of Housewives, when you went that one BravoCon where you got booed, we were there for it. We heard about it. It was such a crazy moment and experience, and I love the way you reacted with like the finger and like But it was because you were a fan of wrestling when you were a kid, and you were channeling your inner wrestling villain diva.
SummerSlam.
Like that is amazing. That is. I didn't know that about you.
I know. Well, that's a surprise thing. You know, I grew up in such a small town in Medford, Oregon, and the Armory, they would have wrestling, wrestling would come to town, and it was a big deal.
Yeah.
So I loved it, and I always thought, the villains are the ones that are the most beloved.
Yes.
So I wasn't so thrown by that. Sports fans cheer and boo, but I guess in that world it was a big deal.
Well, and I also feel kind of, because like a through line through this book, I mean, we were kind of talking about it, like, your family love is so strong that I feel because you had that, you were very unshakable. You're like, okay, everyone can boo me on stage, but I'm going home to my home.
Well, I will say that saved me, and that's what helped me through those 8 years. Harry was so supportive and really there to help me through it, and he did. And same with the girls, like my family is so strong, and I have a good support system. That is why we're still married, and I'm still here, I think. I really do.
And you're always going to be here. You're Lisa fucking Rinna. And you were Lisa fucking Rinna before Housewives. And two things that happened before Housewives. Two things that Danny and I really, really love. We love the Depends commercial, which you talk about in this book.
We talk about it all the time.
And
do you?
Yes.
And we talk about you as an M&M. And that you also mentioned that in this book. If you were to sort of... What is more iconic, Lisa Rinna's Depends commercial or Lisa Rinna as an orange M&M?
Lisa Rinna as an orange M&M is really as iconic as it gets. But the fact that I did it 15 years ago, and all of a sudden it came to life a year ago, that's what I don't understand. Like, who found it? Who brought it back?
And also, I mean, because live radio, we don't have that many breaks, so I'm like, I need my Rinna Depends. You should still be getting residuals. I'm like, Rinna's so much better off than us right now.
We talk about
my bladder's bursting
all the time.
Hilarious.
We still reference it.
Hilarious.
I don't know, because obviously, I don't know if you're tapped into all the other Housewives franchises.
A little bit.
Stacey from Potomac,
a little bit. Her
QVC goes viral. You are a QVC icon yourself.
I am. I was the first. I ran so Stacey could walk.
Yeah.
And also you...
Or walked so Stacey could run. Which one? No, I ran so Stacey could walk.
And also you talking about the jeans to the blind woman.
Oh my God,
you
Lisa.
guys,
that
you guys.
clip is incredible.
You guys, that was... And again, how do these clips then get running?
On their way.
Like, all of a sudden, my daughter sent me that, and I was like, oh, my God. I remember when it happened. And, those moments on QVC are always answering phone calls, but that one I did not expect.
Yeah, you just got to roll with the punches.
Fabulous.
Yeah, oh, my God. I mean, I've had some moments.
You really have so many moments, which you talk about.
Oh, my
all
God.
That, and you better believe I'm going to talk about it. Lisa Rinna, I was just telling you, I'm not fully done yet. I have a few more chapters to go, but I'm going to be absolutely devastated when I'm finished because this has been the most enjoyable read in a long time.
Really?
And my friend is doing the audiobook that you do yourself, and they say that's kind of like, they're like, do whichever one you want, but like the audiobook apparently is hitting.
I have never done an audiobook because when I did my last book in 2008, which is like a long time ago, they weren't doing audiobooks. So I was so excited to do this. Audiobooks are hard, by the way, because then you have to live it, read it, and live it, and make it come to life so you don't sound like an idiot,
Well,
right?
If anyone can do that, it's you.
Well, I hope I did a good job.
Yeah.
I need to listen to it just to see what it sounds like. I haven't heard it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you do it, but you don't hear it.
How long did it take to record?
3 days, scheduled for 4, but I got it done in 3.
Wow, okay.
Ever the professional.
She's efficient.
Hard, though. Very challenging.
Oh my God, I'm sure.
And because I think it was just like fan fiction dreaming of this happening, of a Traitors All-Star. Would that be if that did happen, or like if we willpower Peacock to do it? I mean, would you love to do it?
I mean, the thing is, it's hard for me to say no to anything, as you know. I would be completely murdered, killed. Those all-star Traitors people are so much better and vicious than I ever could be. I'd be out in 2 seconds. But, you get paid no matter what all the way through.
Hey.
First or last, so I probably would do it.
Okay, that's a dream.
And then if they get rid of me first, I still get my check. So
Yeah.
And you get a fun little trip to Scotland.
There you go.
I mean, I probably would do it because how fun.
And I think it would be fun. I mean, you were amazing as a traitor, but it would be kind of fun to see you operate as a faithful, just to see how you would do.
Oh my God! Can you imagine me as a faithful?
I feel like I could.
I don't know.
I feel like no. I think you'd be good. I think you could like galvanize a group of people. I honestly really think you'd be great.
It would be nice to see the difference because as traitors, you work at least 3 hours extra a day.
Oh, right.
So I think if I had less mental capacity at that point. I would have more mental capacity probably as a faithful.
Oh, right. Yeah, it's an easier
And
gig.
also when you figure out who a traitor is, like to just push their buttons a
That
little.
would be fun.
That would be because
yeah.
that was the one thing with the traitors. You and Candace, of course, being on the traitor side, I'm like, oh, they can't operate fully at a round table because you have to be on guard.
Yes.
But if you guys could just release your inhibition.
Well, then, if I was a faithful, I would have been much more vocal at the round table. I can tell you that. As a traitor, you have to be so careful because the vocal ones are the ones that go first. Yeah. So Candace was great at how she was vocal. I just couldn't have done that.
Yeah.
I had to be careful because I know my mouth, and it would have given me away. I know my mouth.
The most iconic mouth in Hollywood.
It really is, and that's why we are so happy that from your mouth to God's ears to the page.
Yes.
You better believe I'm going to talk about it as out now. Lisa Rinna, thank you so much.
Thank
for
you. It's
stopping
such
by.
a pleasure to finally meet you
Oh,
guys.
you too, Lisa. Thank you so much.
We're going to take a break. Back